What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, what do you think of the new sweatshirt? Super sick. Had to get one because I always rock the hat, but it's always turned around so you guys can never see it. So I got a sweatshirt. I love it. Maybe we'll put them up on the site. You guys let me know. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you want me to shut up? Whatever. But we are back with another video today. Going to be working on the new Duramax Denali that we got. Super pumped on this build project. But in the background, we are trying to plan a spring break trip for the family. So that means I kind of got to get in a little better shape of this dad bod here. So I love coming to my dad's shop because he got the gym, all the gym equipment in here so you can get in shape and work on stuff. But it is freezing cold, so not going to be able to work on the truck out here. It's still over at Ovi's shop. So what I'm going to show you today is just kind of what we're going to be working on when we go over there tomorrow, just so I don't have to talk too much in the morning. I'll be tired, but I love getting up early and working on stuff, so I'm going to go over there. Thanks again to Ovi for letting me go over there and use the shop, but we are going to be doing the bed liner. As you could tell, when we got the truck, the bed is scratched to all heck, so we are going to clean that up, and I'll show you what we're going to use for that project. So if you come over here, we do have the tailgate. I told you guys we did have a tailgate with the truck, and you can see how it is all scratched up too. I did sand it down a little bit more, ground it down with the wire brush on the drill, so did scuff it up even more, and then taped off some of the bolts and stuff. Not super meticulous, but a little, act like I care a little bit about it, so when we put the bed liner on, we don't cover up any of the stuff that maybe we'll take off in the future. Probably not, but anyways, there's the tailgate. We'll get that sucker painted up when we get over there. Over here is what we're gonna use. This right here is the Herculiner. I seen it advertised on YouTube when I looked up roll-in bed liners. This product popped up, and just so happened they had it at the local farm and fleet, so we went ahead and grabbed this. It's about $100, so really not out much if it doesn't work right, but it's gotta be better than what's in there now. So we will open this sucker up and see what's all included, and then kind of get a game plan together here. All right, so here are all the contents that come in the kit. Looks like they give you everything you need. Nice gallon here. If we do need a little bit more, I still have some leftover when we did the frame on the other truck. And this here looks like we got a couple rolling pads here, which is nice. A brush for some of the intricate corner pieces. Some instructions, not much to it, just prep the truck, wash it out, let it dry. I don't know if we're gonna do all that. We're gonna just clean it up. Gonna throw this stuff on top of it best we can and let it dry, peel the tape off, and see what we come up with. Should look pretty good though. I'm definitely excited. I've had good luck with bed liners in the past. I don't know if you guys have done it. What have you gone with? What do you recommend? Put it in the comments below so people that are watching the video and think I did it half butt, you can tell them the right way to do it. Anyways, so bear with me. We will get over to Ovi's shop here first thing in the morning, but just want to show you guys this in advance when I'm a little bit more lively and awake. But thank you guys as always. Let's get into it.
The next day.
What's going on, guys? It is officially the next day, about 5 o'clock in the morning, so excuse me if I appear a little tired. That's because I am not super hyped up just yet. I do need to get my caffeine in me and ready to go, but we do have the Denali behind me. We are going to be getting this truck bed liner rolled in today, so I'm going to get set up here. I'll put the time lapse on. You guys can enjoy some tunes and just watch me work away. And yeah, gonna be really cool. Can't wait to see the difference, but let's get right down to the nitty gritty. So if you remember, if we come over here, look at how scratched up this sucker is. So we might hit it one more time with that little pad thing and maybe the wire brush. Clean it up a little bit more. Look at that. It looks like it had a nitrous tank in here at one point, but paint around that or rip that out, something like that. But anyways, it's gonna look so much freaking better than it was. So thanks again, Ovi. Shop looks great, nice and warm in here. Thank God I didn't have to paint this outside in the cold. But anyways, here we go. And I definitely did forget something. I literally went to bed last night thinking I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna forget something, and guess what it freaking was? Look at right there. No SD card for the dang time lapse, and that's what we needed the most for this. So I don't know, I might have to break this camera out and just do updates along the way, but that sucks. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Give me a second, let me think about this. All right, quick little update, guys. Since I do not have the GoPro running for you, I am just getting started on the front side here. I did kind of paint over the top of this. There was a couple dings. The sides I'm not gonna do because they got this plastic covering on them, so I won't cover that up. But all these, you can see it's going in nice. Let me try to get up there, boy. Can you tell the difference? I certainly can, and it looks great. Going on nice and easy. I am using the brush more than I thought I would. The roller is nice, but some of the corners, it's a lot easier with a little brush. You can see we left the mounts for the nitrous tanks in there just in case someday. Who knows? But shop, the lights are auto dim, so they keep going off on me. I got to get up and do a little dance, but let's keep moving down this process and see what we come up with. All right, so I'm about a third of the way done, I would say. I'm about a half hour in, so really not bad, going on nice and quick. There's a little screw on the brush to hold this in place, but that screw just keeps slipping and this thing's flapping all over the place, so a little mad about that, using the brush a lot more because that thing's driving me nuts. But it is looking super sick and going a lot faster than I thought. I'm going extra heavy on it. I'm trying to do just one coat. I want to do this all at once. So I'm going back through. So I guess I'm kind of doing 2 coats. I'm letting it sit up for like 10 minutes and then I'm going over it again. So just so I do this all in one shot, I don't want to have to come back. So we did go ahead and do that. And then the prep work, maybe 20 minutes getting everything set up. So really going a lot faster than I thought. So really happy about it so far. It is looking awesome. So let's continue on. All right, so we're about 1 hour in, and I would say 75–80% of the way done. And look at this, we've probably only used a third of this bucket, so no wonder why they want you to do 2 coats. I said we're just gonna do 1, so obviously I'm gonna start slapping it on even heavier at this point, but looking absolutely incredible. It just changed the entire look of the truck already. This thing is gonna be absolutely nuts when it's done. It's gonna look perfectly restored. I don't want this to become a rebuild channel by any means, but I just want to clean the truck up and bring it back to its former glory, because like I said, this is really my dream truck from back in the day in high school. This was the sickest truck you could ever get, was the Denali, top of the line, this body style. So it's really, when I say nostalgic moment, that's taking me way back to my day. I know I'm a little bit older, but a lot of super crazy things. This was the best you could get, and now to finally have it in the fleet is a total dream come true. I know you guys are laughing at it like, Joe, that thing's a pile, but it's not gonna be a pile for long. Like I said, we are taking care of this booger, and it's looking absolutely great. Already super pumped. Rear window was broken out, so it does have the switch in the cab for the power sliding window, but again, it was replaced, and the window was like $2 grand, or this one was like 200 bucks, so he ended up putting this in there instead, but that's fine. We got the sunroof. All right, so we just got to the point now where we got the whole thing covered at this point. Looks absolutely incredible. Let me rate. There you go. Now you can see it. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna let it sit up for just a minute and then try to splash a little bit more on some of the lighter spots where the rust was. But so far, so good. And honestly, I'm only about an hour and a half into this project, so it went a lot faster than I thought it was gonna go. Now again, this is not a SEMA truck or anything like that, so if you do got a really nice truck, you're trying to take your time and do it right, that's fine, more power to you. This is just, you know, a beater, a weekend warrior type truck that we're fixing up. So again, I'm not doing it by the book, so I suggest if you want to do it that way, watch somebody else's video. But if you want to know that you can just slap it on real quick and get a nice finish either way, then maybe you'll like this video. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play around with the truck a little bit since it is new to me. Just kind of acquaint myself with it a little bit more because I'm super stoked on it. It's over here at the shop right now, so it's not at my house, so I don't get to see it every day. It is a little hike over here, but again, I want an actual mechanic to look this thing over to make sure it's right before I take it home. But the deal was just too good to pass up, so I bought it sight unseen. Well, I seen it and I knew the price was good, so I went with it, and now I'll pay for the consequences. But again, it's tons of content, a lot of stuff wrong with this truck, so that means a lot of videos coming your way. Stick with me here. All right, so still letting this cure just a little bit longer before I splash a little bit more on. It's been sitting for about 20 minutes now. I'm probably gonna give it another 10 or 15 here. I've been cleaning out the truck here. Still even got the original remote for the rear seat entertainment. Oh boy, we are living the life of Lux now. Look at this bad boy. I did take out the old floor mats here. Definitely gonna get rid of these. I'm sure they would clean up probably somewhat nice, but we're just gonna go ahead and get new ones. I don't know if we're gonna be bougie and get carpet ones, or what we're gonna do, but we are gonna vacuum this out, and we'll go through all this later. Like I said, that steering wheel is in bad shape. Got to get that replaced. Look at the seat. Looks like gosh dang bear took a bite out of this sucker, so got to get that seat fixed too for sure. I don't know about this. Maybe we can get a replacement one. Anyways, we're just cleaning it up. It does not need to be perfect by any means, but it is so freaking cool. I'm in love with this truck already. Just want to sit here and stare at it all day, but today is about the bed liner. Look at the shop, oh boy. But anyways, look at her. Crisp and clean. Herculiner. Look at how gorgeous the sunrise is. And the truck is already frosting over out here. You guys forgot to remind me about the dang tailgate. So we're gonna have to get this thing ready to go and slap some paint on this. Good thing you guys reminded me. Shoot! And see, the good thing about just bringing that in is now I can use all the moisture as water, and look at how nice this is cleaning up. More prep work than I did on the whole dang truck bed. But anyways, about getting ready for paint here, folks. And just to keep things moving now, we can do things the YouTube way, the quick way. For example, we can just take this tailgate and with the snap of our fingers, it'll be done. Just like that. Look at that. That is so easy to do. I love YouTube. Super easy to get stuff done so fast. Look at that booger. Looks very great. Hard to tell sometimes because the light kind of beams on it funny, so you're like, did I miss a spot? I don't think so. Even if I did, it don't truly matter. Like I said, it looks so much better than the scratched up one we had before.
The next day.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Day number 2 here. We let this booger sit overnight. I was able to come back to the shop again this morning. I want to hit the frame rails next on the truck, so gonna sand those down. But first, let's go ahead and look at the bed, see how it cured overnight, and see if it needs any touch-ups at all. I know I said we were gonna do 1 coat, but if there's a couple more spots, maybe we'll hit it a little bit more. But I do wanna get the frame sanded down and done as well, so we're gonna do that. I did bring the memory card for the GoPro, so you can actually sit back and enjoy and see the whole process this time. So again, I apologize for earlier, but forgive me. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Oh boy. Look at it. Oh, it looks great. Still some tacky spots in there, but overall, it looks like it covered really nicely. That stuff is amazing. So just got the first side done. Look at how epic that looks. Such a transformation, so much better. I ended up not painting the track bar. Maybe we can get some touch-up paint for that at some point, but looks super, super good. Let me get up in there. You can see how gritty it is, and hopefully it holds up well. It's got to be better than what it was, that's for sure. And look at all the rust that came off this dump. If your truck doesn't have all that rust come off it when you clean it, you got too nice of a truck, boy. So just finished this side. You can see how nice it is. Sorry, the lighting's kind of goofy, but we did end up taping this and doing a little bit underneath the bed here. We're gonna leave this for when we actually sand that down, maybe Bondo it and do the actual truck paint to match. So we'll get to that. But we had enough left over still. Did a little bit underneath the front there as well. So this stuff is just going super far, I guess is my point here. We're gonna put the rest of it in the back of the truck bed and then probably call it good. But boy, that Herculiner stuff, as you can see here, just looks absolutely incredible. Freaking brand new truck here, boys. Let's go. So I guess this will probably wrap up today's video installing the Herculiner roll-in bed liner. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Have you tried this product? Have you tried the 2-coat thing? Did it pay off doing another coat? Did it not? Whatever. Follow up with me too, like, hey, in 6 months or something, ask me how it's holding up through the winter, through the summer, throwing stuff in the back, whatever, and I'll let you know kind of an update so that way you know, hey, I'm only going to do it the lazy way too. That way you can know exactly what's going to happen. But again, this is a 2011 Duramax that we implied it on, 6.5-foot bed. So if you do have a long bed, you know, the 8-foot bed, probably takes 1.5 gallons, I believe is what they said. Fact check me too. This ran through about 1/2 to 3/4 of the bucket. I don't know what order of operations the videos are gonna come at you guys next. A lot more stuff coming. Some parts are already at the house, some parts are on the way. Some things I want feedback on what to order. If you are a company and want to sponsor a video, please hit me on the email, but you guys know the drill. Do a big like for this video, get me hyped up, subscribe. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.